Yo, it's your boy Mike Bex. I just want to thank a lot of people out there who have been looking at my videos. I appreciate it, much needed. I'm constantly looking at, um, lots of, media stuff to do with PES and FIFA. Basically, what this video is about, yeah, is basically I want to compare personality plus to player individuality. That's a big topic. Maybe not a big topic in terms of PES, but definitely a big topic in terms of the gaming franchise. Basically, what I want to talk about is player individuality versus personality plus. A lot of people this year are going to get sidetracked. A lot of people are going to turn around and think, wow, you know what? The personality plus, this makes FIFA so much more a better game. But I think here that the personality plus is something basically like what I said before. It's something which we as gamers we know that we want to get as close to the game as possible. You know what I mean? Pro 2011, by the looks of it, it seems like a franchise that will definitely get you back into the swing of the game and makes you feel the atmosphere. When I play at stadiums like Old Trafford, when I play at Anfield, I feel look at me people, yeah. I feel like I'm playing at Anfield. I feel like I'm playing at Old Trafford. It doesn't mean just because EA have all the licenses to think about it, people. EA have all the licenses to all of these teams. Do you think that they're gonna incorporate their personality plus into every single player? And not only just that, yeah. Think about it like this, yeah. When EA released that the test from their lab, yeah, they were comparing low skill players to high skill players. This is where I think, yeah, that EA are gonna fail, and they're gonna fail badly, people. In Pro Evolution Soccer, yeah, when you play with a team like, let's say, Hull City, you play with a team like Wolves. A lot of people play with Wolves. When you play with teams like Birmingham, lower card teams, yeah, just because, yeah, they're teams that aren't as the caliber of Manchester United or a Real Madrid or Barcelona, it doesn't mean that when you get certain individuals on the ball that they can't produce some quality. I've done a whole City season in my Master League, and I scored free kicks with Jimmy Bullard. Fantastic free kicks that the goalkeeper had no chance of getting. And it wasn't a case of just a lowly skilled thing or a highly skilled thing. It was a case of getting the best out of a certain player at a time. And I think if EA, if they're concentrating their personality plus on just basically, you know, putting a highly skilled player against a lowly skilled player, then that's going to make the game very unbalanced, because that's going to make teams like Manchester United, Barcelona, and etc. win out every single time. And in real football, that doesn't happen all the time. Small teams, I mean, big teams don't always win against small teams. You know, look at all that big team. Like look at Serbia, they beat Germany. You just use certain players to produce certain quality, and that's where I think Konami nail it. Because even if they don't have the licenses to the teams, they have the individuality. They have the players feeling like their real life counterparts. Teams feeling like their real life counterparts. Like I'm Manchester United. I face Hull City. I can see Hull City putting 11 men behind the ball, because when they get the ball out, like Giovanni, they're isolated. They're isolated, and there's no one to pass the ball to. And also as well, not just that, when like you play with certain players, yeah, the thing that I talk about Pro Evolution Soccer, and when I talk about why PES 2011 is going to be such a landmark game, is because in PES 2006, Adam from WEMB, he mentioned it, yeah. Players are too prominent, yeah. When you play with players like Didier Drogba, not excluding him, yeah. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo, players like David Villa, players like Samuel Eto'o, players like Adriano, yeah, they were too prominent. Whenever you got someone on the ball, Shevchenko, whenever you got someone on the ball, you're just able to just get past them and score goals all the time. But in real football, it's not like this. even the best players in the world, they have to get into a channel to make other players kind of, play off their runs. And in Pro Evolution Soccer, you do this. In Pro 2010, you do this. When I'm like Ronaldo, I have to pass to other players to get other players into positions to get Ronaldo into a position where he can, utilize him at his best. And this is where Pro Evolution Soccer are so strong, people. And this is where player individuality wins hands down. Hands down. Look at the ball trajectory in Pro Evolution Soccer 2010. It's beautiful. But in Pro 2011, it's better because you can see the freedom in the way the ball goes from one place to another. You can see the 360 movement. There's just so much to look forward to in this PES 2011, and I can't go into it enough. But like I said, this is a preview series. This is part three of my preview series. I don't know how much I'll do. I'll do as much as I can. As long as people keep replying to me, I get hits, and people reply to me, then I'm happy to do more because it's a game. People invest money in their games. You know what I mean? People invest money in it, and even if going out to buy a game is a big decision, and if you spend £40 on a game and you feel like you've been shortchanged, then obviously you want to talk about it, and that's where I come into play. I've been trying to do this, this podcast, internet podcast thing for a while now. I got my new headphones, I got my new kit, and I feel like I'm raring to go. So that's what I want to talk about. When it comes to FIFA, I don't feel like players feel like their real life counterparts. I don't feel like the team feels like their real life counterparts. Listen, people, listen to me, I'm gonna look deep in the camera and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna look deep in the camera, EA are a business, they're a business. They are gonna keep on doing. They're gonna keep on making games as long as you sell, as long as you buy it. They don't care if their fan base is a hardcore fan base. All they care about is shipping copies of that game. Pro Evolution Soccer and Konami, they care about the authenticity of the game. They care about their fan base. They care about trying to please their fan base. Just like you like Snickers, and someone likes Mars. If someone eats a Snicker bar and they don't like it, they're not gonna realize the difference. But if someone likes a Mars bar, if someone likes a Snicker bar, they're gonna realize, oh, maybe the peanut tastes a bit different. Maybe the nougat tastes, different. It's the same thing with football games. Same thing with products in life. If people like a product, they're gonna embrace it more than other people. There's some people out there that will say PES is rubbish. There's some people out there that will say FIFA's rubbish. But to me, I'm just standing up for the better game where I feel where their soul is on the line, and I think that Konami, they do a lot to put a lot of effort in the game. Of the graphics are just phenomenal. The gameplay is just it's great. The animations are a bit outdated, but there are some very subtle touches in the game where when you're in certain positions, you can utilize that, and that's very good. Last but not least, just briefly, another thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the mapping skills, the feint tricks in PES 2011. A lot of people are worried that this function, this feature won't go down too well. What I want to talk about is I think that the feature will go down not only well, but it will go down groundbreakingly. Excuse me. The reason why I think the skill system will go down so well is because in PES 2010 and other PES games, when you see the skills, it kind of frustrated me that I couldn't do them at a certain point. Like it will kind of come across kind of accidental, or it come across kind of flukily that I did it. PES 2011 once again gives us that freedom that we can map our favorite skills that we want to see, like the roulette turn, the Marseille roulette, the 360 dribbling turn. All of those skills can be mapped for us, so our favorite skills can be there for us. So when we want them, we can just have them, and that's the beautiful thing about what Konami are implementing. They're implementing freedom. Freedom is a massive part of a game. Next, I think I'm gonna be talking about SmackDown 2011. I know I love Pro Evolution Soccer and this is Pro, but next I'm gonna be talking about SmackDown 2011 and what I think the improvements are in that game and what I think we could be looking forward to that game. But definitely looking forward to more news on PES 2010, and we'll be definitely keeping in touch. Thank you guys for listening to my little podcast thing. Thank you very much, and please keep the messages coming in. Thank you. Yeah. All right. Safe. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Yeah.